Hey gang, Akil Stokes here, and welcome back to another edition of the Trading Blog. If you guys are new, I'm a full-time professional trader as well as a trading coach over at TradingPower.com, and this is a daily blog video that I like to produce, just allowing you guys to follow my journey as a Forex trader, as well as hopefully lend you some insight on the markets and some tips that will help make you become a better trader as well. Now, Mondays are a little bit different than my typical trading days. I do not day trade on Mondays. I like to give the market a little bit of time to recover from the weekend. And really, I take the day off on Mondays from day trading. I still swing trade. I take the day off from Mondays from day trading because it allows us to have our private Q&A session with our course members. Now, this was our first transformation Q&A of the year, so it was pretty exciting to be back. And the coolest thing happened this morning. It's one of the interesting things here at Trading Power is we have different coaches. So each trader we run into, each client we work with, sometimes they learn a little bit differently, right? One person reacts to this, one person reacts better to that. So often what we'll do is if the content that I'm trying to provide doesn't reach a trader in the right way, I may forward them to Jason Greystone, where he can maybe say it in a different terminology that helps reflect better, or give them to Charles Miles, who, you know, we all have different personalities as coaches, and sometimes it takes kind of figuring out which coach is the best fit to get the point across. Well, in today's Q&A, we had some of our older transformation members come back. They're not really older, but they're seasoned vets, let's call them that. And without even asking, we were doing a topic on structure and how the market moves and the importance of support and resistance, stuff like that. They started lending their guidance. Hey, when I was learning about structure, this is how I helped, you know, filter out these situations. Or hey, when I was working on support and resistance, this is what I looked for versus that. And just tips like that it's great to see our veteran members give back. So it's pretty cool as a coach to see that. And again, the more ideas, the more people reaching out, grabbing your hand, giving you an opportunity to pull yourself up to trading success, the easier that path is going to be. So that was pretty cool to see this morning. As far as trading wise, I had a nice 2-target winner on the Sunday Open a few hours afterwards on Aussie dollar. Thought I was catching my groove back. Unfortunately, took 2 losses today, or I guess one last night, one today, on the pound yen and euro yen. So I'm still struggling to get my feet wet for 2017. Hasn't been the greatest start, but you know what? I look back at last year, and last year the first few weeks were pretty rough as well. I'm not sure about 2 years ago. I can't remember that far back, but the point is, I'm not losing confidence. I'm not upset. I have been here before. I will do it again. And it just makes the story that much greater as I'm able to pull myself out of a drawdown as the year goes on. You guys get to witness that as well, since you come in here and watch me every day. Now, a tip for being in a drawdown, one thing you want to do is you want to find your go-to trade, right? When you're struggling, when it seems like you can't get anything right, find your go-to trade. Think about it like a baseball pitcher with a 3-2 count, so a full count. They need to throw a strike. What do? Do they try to get fancy? No, they wind up, they go to their go-to pitch. They go to that one pitch that they know they have extreme confidence in, that they know 9 out of 10 times they're going to get that strike call and get the batter out. Or, you know, a baseball analogy, or basketball analogy, I should say. When a basketball player is struggling to make outside shots, right? One of the first thing a coach tries to do is get them to see, get them to visualize the ball going into the basket. So they may tell them to drive to the lane. Maybe you get fouled and you get a foul shot, which is nice and easy to make, or maybe you just get a nice gimme layup. Once you see that ball goes through the net, it's like, okay, whew, I'm back to normal. I'm not jinxed, right? The basketball gods aren't out to get me, or the trading gods aren't out to get me. And it starts to rebuild that confidence. So again, for you guys that are struggling in a drawdown, right? And for you that have, I guess, different trading techniques that you can trade, try to go to that go-to technique. Go to that trading strategy, that trading technique that is your best, that you know 9 times out of 10, right? This is the safest, most gimme type of money's right there sitting on the table waiting for me to grab it type of trade out there. And when you start getting those small wins, it starts to slowly build your confidence back in yourself, and it's going to allow you to get back into the groove a little easier. So that's my tip for today, guys. If you didn't see it already, I'm not sure if he's going to post it. Jason Greystone did a great Periscope this afternoon called, I think it was called 6 Forex Tips. It was pretty nice. Had a very good quote in there. He said, the pairs are your employees. Trading is your business and the pairs are your employees. They're all different. They have different personalities, right? You got to kind of approach each one in a different way, but your job is to make them work for you. And I absolutely love that. So check that out. If you follow him on Twitter or on Periscope, or he may post a recording to his YouTube page as well. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for another trading blog. Hopefully, got a busy schedule, but I'll try to pop in and give you guys a few minutes of greatness. Until then, plan your trade, trade your plan. Best of luck this trading week.